Biafra, superstars, media.
My people, my Biafran people, now how in a day. I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, depending on when you're listening to the sound of my voice. This one, not Biafra Superstars Media, and I'm holding it down. I say, may God bless Biafra, and may God bless Odudua. May God bless His Excellency Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and may God bless His Excellency, the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, the one and only ESN, Ekpa Simon Njoko, for the great job you're doing, my brother. I say we love you, we thank you, we appreciate you, because we know in your hands, Simon, Biafra is safe. In your hands, Simon, Biafra is coming. And in your hands, when Biafra comes, the people of Biafra will rejoice. My people, today I want to say, as the team goes, many are called, but few are chosen. I want to speak to this man they call Asari Dokubo. I want to tell him, Asari Dokubo, you have betrayed the Biafrans. Asari Dokubo, you have betrayed Biafra. And Asari Dokubo, you are now the Afonja of the creek, the land of the creek, the land of Ogoni. You are now the Afonja of your people. My people, I want us to listen to this man called what's his name? Asari Dokubo. A man who was trusted by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. A man who had an alliance with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Oh my God, I can't even talk today because I vex. But I'm going to guard my tongue. I will not be too insultive in this video. This man is somebody that Nnamdi Kanu trusted, had an agreement with him. They call it a pact, an MOU, Memorandum of Understanding, to say once we get to the final stage of liberating our people, I want to make sure, Asari, you will be on my side, fighting side by side. Asari Dokubo went all the way to promise Mazi Nnamdi Kanu his alliance, and to also ask Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for money, which was given to Asari Dokubo. But in the 11th hour, this man betrayed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now suddenly, I want you to hear him now, because he went for the caliphate. He went for the crude oil. He went for the protection of the crude oil. He went for the contracts to kill his own people. And suddenly, this is him here now, lamenting. He is lamenting about what the zoo are doing to him. He is talking about Tinubu that he supported in election. He believed in Nigeria over Biafra. He supported Tinubu in an election. Now, hear him speak out about Tinubu, because they have shown him that he is a UI, a useful idiot. He has been used. You saw how he brought out his militia to protect Tinubu and his vice throughout the election. But suddenly now he has been used, and he's crying like a baby. This is the story of Afonja. You all know the story about Afonja, the Yoruba man who betrayed his people in Ilorin to the Fulani Caliphate. Asari Dokubo has done the same thing. Now make we relax, hear what this man talk. Then I will come back to break it down, word for word, line for line, and sentence for sentence. Listen, let's go. Let's take it there.
Ahmed Bola Tinubu is traveling on a very dangerous path. And if he does not correct it and change some of these appointments, even we who are his hardcore supporters will not be able to stand with him. It's up to you. If you feel that you are comfortable now, things are going to be easy now. They tell you that you can do whatever you like. You can do what Buhari or worse than what Buhari did. It is one-sided appointment. So you too can do your one-sided appointment. You are not Buhari. Know that. You are not. Buhari had a called followership. You do not have that sort of called followership. If there are called followers, we are your called followers. Those people who are now around, benefiting, making appointments, taking decision, they were afraid to stand by you. If they were not afraid to stand by you, they will not go and be contesting for House of Rep and so on. If they actually believe that you win the election, they wanted a bird in hand is worth more than.
Okay, my brother, make it.
Ahmed Bola Tinubu is traveling.
Hold on there for crying out loud. My people, you have heard him. This is the lamentation of a man. A lamentation of the man who owns the oil of the land, but he chose to protect the pipeline that steals the oil from his land. He chose to choose the peanuts being paid by the caliphate, being paid by the Fulani cabal to siphon, to loot, to steal, to exploit, not to explore the oil, but to exploit the oil in the land of Biafra. Asari Dokubo, you have betrayed Biafra. Look at you now lamenting. You they lament, you they open mouth, you they complain about Tinubu. If you were a freedom fighter as you proclaim to be, you should have seen the handwriting on the wall. Asari Dokubo, shame on you. You have betrayed the cause. And you know what happens to traitors. You know what thing will happen to traitors. Those when betray the cause of their people, of their nation, you know the outcome. So keep on wasting your time. Keep on looting. Keep on begging for peanuts. The same you went to the so-called Asorok to do a bodyguard, to do alaye for Tinubu, you they shout, you they bully everybody. We're watching you say, what is this man doing for crying out loud? We are here fighting, dying for our people. And you are over there dining with the enemy. You are whining and dining with the enemy. Because then give Tompolo a contract. You they try to create your own lane with Tinubu. But now that he has used you, look at you here. In your sorry state, you look like a pig. You are the pig from the creek. You look like a dying man. You look like a man dying of obesity. And you are here shamefully, or should I say shamelessly, lamenting in the public, saying you are the supporter of Tinubu. You are the base of Tinubu. Those who he is giving the contracts now, those who is awarding offices, were not for him. My people, I dey beg una, in this struggle, make una no ever go for money over your people. Do not go for money over the liberation of your people. Because this is the example of a man who had everything going for him. Even our leader, Biafra Nnamdi Kanu, had a meeting with these idiots. A non-entity, a beast of no nation, a man who will prefer the Fulani cabal to come to his land, to steal from his people, to kill from his people, to steal their oil, their gold, their diamond, their silver, over peanuts. He chose to become even the bodyguard of the Fulani cabal. He chose to protect all the doormen, all the so-called politicians with his boys. You saw the way his boys were killed. You saw the way they were destroyed. Young boys. You remember when I cried about Olisakwe, a small 24-year-old boy who wanted to make some peanuts, but he was killed. A young soldier was killed because of the greed of Asari Dokubo. My people, this Biafra movement don't go through a lot. We have been through a lot. So I want us to listen to this man now, line for line, word for word, as I will break him down and expose him for who he really is. Make una listen to this one. At the vex, listen.
Ahmed Bola Tinubu is traveling on a very dangerous path.
Listen, he said, Ahmed Tinubu is traveling on a very dangerous path. The man who he protected, the man who he was doing hard man for, the man who lost an election in that zoo, but people like Asari Dokubo, they came out to proclaim him as the victor of that zoo election. Now he's saying that Asari Dokubo, Abi Bola, Bola Ahmed Tinubu is traveling on a dangerous path. Today I did laugh. Oh my God, I told you so. At the end, I just saw a go mile. When you don't run finish, you go count how many miles you don't run. That's an Igbo saying. Listen.
If he does not correct it and change some of these appointments, even we who are his hardcore supporters will not be able to stand with him.
Ew. If he does not change from his current path of the appointment, even we, his hardcore followers, will not be able to stand with him. This is the crying of a dying horse. Horse, when they don't use, don't run, you don't ride. The horse don't they die. The horse they look for water, there is no water. The horse don't they die. When they cry, say, Ahmed Tinubu, this path you are going is not good though. Wait me now, see Tompolo don't get the contracts they go. Ahmed Tinubu, you promised me. Hey! A man begging for peanuts over the billions that his people could make. You own the oil. The oil in Ogoni land belongs to your people. But you chose to go to Mecca. You chose to change your religion. You claim to be a Muslim just to fit in with the cabal. So that they will see you as the good slave. They will see you as the Afonja of Niger Delta. They will see you as the Afonja. They can... Oh my God, have mercy, Lord. Something is happening here. I can feel the spirit. The attack is too much, my people. The enemies, their attack is too much. But we are standing strong. I am unbreakable. I am a child of the sun. Anything you put on me, any attack you put on me, once I look at the sun, that sickness, that attack, that infliction is gone. We are children of the sun, Biafra. So as I'm doing this video now, I feel the attack. People, they throw things come. They call it jazz. I call it black magic. Some say it's voodoo. Then they throw them come my way. I they defend them. They push them back. I they push them back in the spiritual realm. Let's continue. This man, when had the chance to own everything under the land of Ogoni, under the land of Niger Delta, under the land of the Creek, he said, no. I will change my religion. I will say I am now for Islam. I will go to Mecca to do Hajj, just to prove to the Fulani cabal, just to prove to the Fulani Caliphate that they can use me. You can use me to do your bid. You can use me to kill my people. You can use me to steal the land, the oil in Biafra land, because all those places, they are also Biafra. Asari Dokubo, you have betrayed Biafra. Now they see I'm not the lament. He's here now crying like a fool that he is. He is happy to eat the crumbs falling from the table of the so-called caliphate. You heard the story of Tinubu, how he was crying. Emilio Kon, it's my turn. Egbe kini iwa, Emilio Kon. Egbe kini iwa, Emilio Kon. He's telling them, give me this thing, it's my turn. And the caliphate, they look around, they say, okay, from the west, the only person we can choose now is this man, Tinubu, that will carry out the bid. He's Muslim, even though the Yoruba, their Muslim is not straight. But this man, he's old, we can hold him in Sekiwan. So let us give him the power. And suddenly, people were now aligning behind Tinubu. People like this man now, Asari Dokubo. But unknown to him, say, Tinubu, where you see, he is a nobody. Now the Fulani cabal, they control Asorok. Tinubu just wants to be there, to have a figurehead, a ceremonial head, to be the face of that zoo called Nigeria. He wants to be called a president. Hello? People like Asari Dokubo don't understand. Say, now Britain, they control Nigeria. And here he is now. He is wondering why those contracts are not coming. He has done all his job. He has done what he was told to do. He has done what he was asked to do. He has gone to Asorok. He has sat down. He has accused everybody, the military, Peter Obi, Atiku, and the rest of them. Even the so-called obedience, he has accused them. He has bullied them. Yet, he is not getting his own side of the bargain, his own side of the agreement to protect the pipeline of the oil, leaving the land of Ogoni, leaving the land of the creeks. And here he is now, he is lamenting. Tinubu, what is happening? This path you are following is not the good path, though, because now we be your hardcore followers. Listen to him. Let's continue.
It's up to you. If you feel that you are comfortable now, things are going to be easy now.
Okay.
They tell you that you can do whatever you like. You can do what Buhari or worse than what Buhari did.
Whoa, this one deep. It is up to you to do what you want to do now, to do what you like to do now. They have told you you can do whatever you want to do. They have told you to do the things you like. They have told you to do even the way Buhari did. Unasiam, can you now connect the dots? Oh my God, have mercy. Can you now connect the dot of what I was saying? Say Tinubu is just a figurehead. Now the cabal, the control. So Tinubu now is trying to copy what Buhari has done by appointing people from his side. And this man is now here crying, say, what about me? I played my role. I brought out a militia front. Young boys, they were killed in the line of protecting you. Where is my own part of the bargain? You promised me pipeline the way you gave Tompolo 4 billion. Give me 2 billion and I'm okay. Give me a contract of 2 billion and I am okay. You gave Tompolo 4 billion and he has not done anything as close to what I'm doing. This is the lamentation of the man they call Asari Dokubo. Asari, you have betrayed Biafra. And I swear to God, you will pay for your actions. You must pay for your actions. Let's continue.
It's one-sided appointment. So you two can do your one-sided appointment. You are not Buhari.
Hey, if you think you can do like Buhari with his one-sided appointment so that you can also do your one-sided appointment, you are not Buhari. My people, make una go deeper. You could say this man is a greedy man. This man is fighting for his pocket. This man is looking for appointment. He is crying. He is the one that knows where that shoe he is wearing is pinching him. He's crying about his pocket. He's crying about the money he could make, which is why his own position, his own team, his own viewpoint, his own anger with Tinubu is the one-sided appointment Tinubu is doing. The same way Buhari did or had a one-sided appointment. You think you are Buhari? Hey! Afonja, the spirit of Afonja lives on. That man they call Afonja, his spirit lives on. When they say spirit, they transfer. People thought we are joking. Spirits don't die, they multiply. The spirit of lasciviousness. Oh, yeah, bro. The spirit of lasciviousness, lasciviousness. Lasciviousness means the spirit without control. You don't have a control. You are uncontrollable. You are lusting for wealth. You are lusting for money. Even when you make some money, you still want some more. There is a spirit, the spirit in you, the spirit of greed, the spirit of lasciviousness. Out of control. You have some contract, you still want more. This life now. That spirit is given by the devil, the spirit of wants, the spirit of need, the spirit of being unable to quench your thirst for money. If you give Tompulo 4 billion, give me 2 billion contracts. I beg. Now beg, I beg you. I have done what you asked me to do. Give me 2 billion. This your contract, awarding of contract is one-sided. The same way Buhari had a one-sided appointment philosophy. Only those in the north got contracts or were given political positions. Tinubu, you are not Buhari. This is what this man is saying. A man that sat in a meeting with Nnamdi Kanu, a man that took a vow with Nnamdi Kanu, a man who promised Nnamdi Kanu he will stand side by side, shoulder to shoulder, man for man, square to square with Nnamdi Kanu to attack the enemies stealing the oil of Biafra land. This man did a 360 degrees, a 360. And now he's supporting the caliphate. He's supporting those, putting his people under perpetual poverty. He supports them because them they give them crumbs to protect the pipe, oil pipeline. Now you get the oil, they not give you contract for oil. Them they give you contract to protect a pipeline when they steal your oil. Hey, Asari Dokubo. You fall my hand. You are a traitor. And you know what happens to traitor. You know what will eventually happen to all traitors in this movement. No need to spell it out. You know what will happen. You know. Let's continue.
Know that. You are not. Buhari had a called followership.
Okay.
You do not have that sort of called followership. If there are called followers, we are your called followers.
Boom! You see where this man they go? I told you guys, he was fighting for his pockets. He was trying to protect the interest of his pocket. Here he is saying Buhari had a cult followership. You know what I mean? Say he has an army of loyalists. Those when say money JJ Mona Nana Buhari can so. Buhari kange so. Money JJ Mona Nana Buhari kange so. A cult followership. Asari Dokubo, they remind Tinubu, say Buhari has a cult followership. But Tinubu does not have a cult followership. He is a Jagaban of Lagos. He controls Lagos, so they are loyal to him. But that does not mean he has a cult followership, because you saw what happened in Lagos in that their zoo election, where Peter Obi won, majority of the zoo votes in Lagos. So he's trying to psychologically let Tinubu know, say he does not have a cult followership the way Buhari has a cult followership. Because for Buhari, once they shout Assalamu alaikum, everybody in the north will bow down and vote for Buhari. The children, the infants, the adults, those who are the zoo people and those who are Fulani coming from Niger, Mauritania, Mali, you name it, they all came and they voted for that man. Because the so-called cult followership of Buhari are those who are from the Fulani Caliphate, the Fulani people that are coming. They were invited by the Fulani cabal to take over that zoo called Nigeria and to take over the land of Biafra. But we are fighting them. This was the reason why Nnamdi Kanu rose and said, Asari Dokubo, you are my brother from the Niger Delta. Come to me. Come closer. Let us work as a team. Let us work together. Come and see the blueprint, how we can defend our land. Come and see the blueprint, how we can protect our people. Come and see the blueprint, how we can support our people in this fight of making sure the Fulani cabal does not take over our land. Come and see the blueprint, how we can control the resources, the oil, the gold, the uranium, the silver coming from the land of Biafra. Asari Dokubo, my brother, I am reaching out with an olive branch. Come to me. Come to your brother, Makobi Wanne. I believe you are part of me. I believe you are part of my people. My people, they marry your people. Your people, they marry my people. Come together. Let me show you. Let us discuss this thing. Let us discuss as men. Let us discuss as warriors. Let us discuss as fighters of Biafra land. Let us come together as a team and protect the land called Biafra. This was the call that was put out by Nnamdi Kanu to this man they call Asari Dokubo. And they met all the way in Benin Republic. From what I read and from what I heard from the mouth of eyewitnesses, they met in Benin Republic in the house of Asari Dokubo, where they swore an oath. Asari said he needed men and weapons. He was given money to organize his men. Unknown to Nnamdi Kanu that the person he was dealing with was worse than the devil. The person he was dealing with was worse than Judas Iscariot. The person he was dealing with was somebody that doesn't have a word. You cannot stick to his words. He is not someone that was, his word is not bond. His words are not bond. It means they are not binding. He will betray you between the twinkle of an eye. This is who our leader thought was a human being. Our leader thought Asari Dokubo was a human being. So he went on an agreement, a pact, an MOU, a memorandum of understanding with this man they call Asari Dokubo. But the end was history. You saw how everything played out. You saw how he was even attacking Nnamdi Kanu. You saw the way he was even advocating for Nnamdi Kanu not to be released. You saw the way he called Nnamdi Kanu a murderer, a madman. This same Asari Dokubo, he was doing all that with hope, hoping that the caliphate, they will support him, they will thank him by giving him a contract the same way they give Tompolo. Oh my God, have mercy. This is the same man now who is crying. After he has done everything for Tinubu, he is here now crying, begging Tinubu, say, now what's in the happen now? I have done all what you asked me to do. I have bullied everybody in that country. I even bullied the military. I said they were responsible for stealing the oil, leaving the land of that zoo called Nigeria. I have done everything. But this your political stuff is one-sided. You think you are Buhari. You are not, though. You are not Buhari because Buhari has a cult followers. You don't have a cult followers. In fact, if you want to say you have a cult followers, it is people like us, Asari Dokubo, that are your cult followers. This is what Asari is saying to Tinubu. Dokubo, you have betrayed Biafra. You are the Afonja of the Creek. You are the Afonja of Ogoniland. You are the Afonja of Niger Delta. You are a traitor, and you know what will eventually happen to traitors. You know. Let's continue.
Those people who are now around, benefiting, making appointment, taking decision, they were afraid to stand by you. If they were not afraid.
He said those people who are now around, taking appointments, making decisions, they were afraid to stand by you. Tinubu, those people who are around you now, taking your appointments, making decisions, they were afraid to stand by you. This was the same thing Afonja told the Fulani when they came to kill him. He said, leave me, make I go now. I have done all what you asked me to do. I have set up all the obas in the land. You have come, you have killed them. I have given you the land. I have told the people to respect you. I have told them to bow to your Lord. I have told them to change to Islam. I have told them to do everything the caliphate asked them to do, and they have done it. So why do you want to kill me now? What have I done? I did all you asked me to do. But unknown to Afonja, that the Fulani, even though they are heartless, the cabals, even though they are heartless, they know one principle, that if you can betray your people, your kinfolks, your skin folks, those who speak your language, those who come from the same land as you, if you can betray them, then you can also betray us, the caliphate. So after they used Afonja, even for what I read they even gave him a Fulani woman to marry. That wasn't written in the books, but from what I'm hearing, they tricked him. He was welcomed to the caliphate. They gave him a light-skinned Fulani woman to marry, so he will believe he is now part of them. He was praying with them in their mosque. He was carrying out their rites. He was carrying out everything they do in their culture. He was doing it with them. He assumed that they were working with him. But in the last minute, after they've laid their hands on Ilorin and the rest, they said Afonja could now be disposed of. Throw him away like a worthless piece of toilet paper. The same thing is happening to Asari Dokubo. He has done everything. He has bullied the whole country. He even bullied your military when they steal una crude oil. He bullied them live on TV. And he said, turn by turn, najagaban turn, turn by turn, make you wait for your turn. He said all those things. He said, every die and a die. He said all those things live on TV. He carried out a gun and brandished to kill the Biafrans. He said he has been killing us. He will continue to kill us live on TV. Your so-called Zoo DSS, they did nothing about it. But the Biafran man in Lagos, the Igwe in Lagos, the chief in Lagos, who mentioned about calling the ESN to protect his business in Lagos, he is still languishing in police custody till this day. Unasiam, that Igwe, the OB of Lagos, I mean, the chief of Lagos, somebody that spoke how many months ago? He is still languishing in jail. No bailing, no nothing, no bailing. They left him there in jail. They have somehow succeeded to turn some of you gullible Biafrans to slaves. You that believe in the caliphate, you that believe in Nigeria, one Nigeria, you see the way your people are being treated like slaves. The Obi man just talk. Now talk when in talk. So you are coming to Lagos burning our businesses down. If this continue, we may, optional. He didn't say we will. We may have to call ESN to protect this our shop from those who are burning it down. That was all he said. We may have to. Not we are going to. Not we must do this. Not we will do this. Not we shall do this. We may. And he's languishing in DSS dungeon. Locked up. They threw away the keys. But Asari Dokubo will say what he said about us, saying he will kill his own people. He has been killing the Igbos, that his father was a seller of Igbos as slaves. In Papa, they sell us as slaves. If not for Britain, the Oyibo man when come, they could have still been selling us as slaves. And he brandished a gun, AK-47, live on TV in that zoo. Nothing was done to him. In fact, they took him and invited him to Aso Rock to come and bully everybody, to keep them shut, to hush them down, which he did very well. But now here he is now crying, begging Tinubu, say, how come your appointment has been one-sided? What about me? Give me something. There are so many pipelines out there to protect. Give me something. You gave Tompolo 4 billion contract. Give me something to do. My God, have mercy, Nigerians. These people, I beg my Biafran people, please, my Biafrans who still believe in this Nigerian, I beg, I beg, make una see the handwriting on the wall. Come to support the Biafra Republic government in exile. Come and support Simon Ekpa. Come and support IPOB. Come and support us. Lend us your voice. Even when it comes to fundraising, please come and donate. You can donate anonymously where you don't even show your face or your name. Please support us. We are fighting. Regardless your support or not, we will still fight for you because we love you. Regardless of you not supporting us or not, you shouting or obedience, all those things, we will still fight and protect you from the Fulani Caliphate because we love you. Makobi one, we are still doing that fight. We are still fighting the good fight. Respect to the BLA and the rest of them. Respect your Simon Ekpa. Simon, we thank you. At least we are still putting out the good fight for those who support us and for those who despise us for what we are doing. As long as they are Biafrans, we shall continue to fight for them. We shall fight for their land. We shall fight for the protection of their mothers, their daughters, their children, and their resources. We shall keep on fighting the good fight. Because that's who we are. We are soldiers. We are warriors. And as a soldier, as a warrior, you must fight to defend your land. Whether good or bad, you must defend your land. You must go out there to the gates of the land and protect it. That's who we are. So people like Charlie Boy, Injije Media, Dr. Damages, you had the chance to interview Nnamdi Kanu. Dr. Damages and Injije Media, you had the privilege to interview Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You asked him questions about Biafra, but look at what you are doing now. You all believe in this one Nigerian nonsense. One day I will make a video about Dr. Damages. I will expose your nakedness. I will lift up your skirt so the whole world will see your nakedness. That day is coming. Dr. Damages, that day is coming. You think we're here to joke. You are doing caricature. You dress like a doctor. You are doing clown stuff. You are a jester. You are here to make us laugh. Nobody sent you message to interview Nnamdi Kanu. You chose to do it. You pretended like you understand the reason why we needed our freedom. But now look at you shouting obedience. You have a conglomerate, people you work with all the time on media, and you will never speak good about the thing we are doing. All you do is attack Simon Ekpa day in, day out in all your episodes. That day is coming when I will address Dr. Damages. That day is coming. I will expose your nakedness. I will lift up your skirts and expose your dirtiness. You think you can stay in USA and be enjoying life, and you are looking at the dollar to the naira. Oh, $1 is now 1,200 naira. So when I have $1,000, it means I have 1.2 million naira. Oh, I'm a millionaire now, so let us support Nigeria so that whenever we travel to Nigeria, we'll be multi-millionaires. If Nigeria can work, I will carry my dollars and go to Nigeria. It means I am a multi-millionaire. This is the thinking of Dr. Damages. You have a platform, a very good platform. You cannot use it to support your people. Man, I rest my case on those ones, man. Dokubo, back to you. Listen.
To stand by you. They will not go and be contesting for House of Rep and so on. If they actually believe that you win the election.
Stop there, man. Stop there, man. I don't have time for this, man, my people. A word is enough for the wise. Enough. A word is enough for the wise. Those that have ears, let them hear. Those that have ears, let them hear. I rest my case on this one, my people. It is clear. If only Mazi Nnamdi Kanu knew the exact snake he was dealing with, that Asari Dokubo was a snake that could not be trusted. If only Nnamdi Kanu had men like Simon Ekpa around him since 2012. This nonsense that is happening to him right now will never happen. If only people like Simon Ekpa were by the side of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu since 2012, by now we all would have been rejoicing in the land of Biafra. Because from 2021 to 2023, so 2 years, just 2 years, look at what Simon Ekpa has done. Ordinary 2 years, 2021 to 2022, when Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped in 2021, up till 2023, 2 years, look at the job that Simon Ekpa has done. Compared to those who were with Nnamdi Kanu since 2012. They beat their chest. We've been with Nnamdi Kanu since 2012. Who are you? You are new to the struggle. They called us the COVID-19 freedom fighters. Usoji man, Prince Darlington. You came with a nickname COVID-19 freedom fighters. Look at us now. Look at what we are doing. Look at the impact that we are doing. All you guys do is talk about what Simon Ekpa is doing. I want to see your own handwork. I have not seen it. I go to YouTube. I have not seen a sensible thing that you guys are doing for Nnamdi Kanu or for the movement of Biafra. Not just to say free Nnamdi Kanu. What are you doing to move the agenda of Biafra? Nothing. All you do is attack Simon Ekpa. Simon is a small boy. That boy is a small boy in Finland. He's a small boy. Look at what the small boy has done in 2 years. He has moved mountains. The whole world is shaking. Now they know about Biafra. They know that we are not joking now. Now we can face the Zoo military man for man, blow for blow, weapon for weapon, gun for guns, bullet for bullets, a life for a life, an eye for an eye. Respect to the dragon, my people. Respect to Simon Ekpa for the job he's doing. I want to appreciate him because I know it's not easy. I know uneasy lies the head that wears the crown. When Nnamdi Kanu told us to listen to Simon Ekpa, that was a big assignment, my people. It was a very humongous assignment that he gave Simon Ekpa, a man in Finland, enjoying the best of life in Finland, doing very well. He was a legal, practitioner. He was a politician in Finland. As a politician in Finland, you are looking at how to develop or impact your locality in Finland. And Nnamdi Kanu came and told Simon Ekpa, I need you to follow me. I need 100 men. He was crying out. And Simon Ekpa, just like David in the Bible, said, okay, if you need 100 men, I am 15-1. Just look for 50 more. I am 15-1. I will step in because Nnamdi Kanu was the one that caused this whole situation when he said he wanted 100 men. So those that stepped up must carry out the job. Don't blame us for doing what we are doing. Don't blame Simon Ekpa for doing the job of Oyenduma Nnamdi Kanu. When a leader asked for 100 men, those that stood up automatically were given the assignment to actualize Biafra. And that's what we are doing, with all due respect. It could have been shame on us and Nnamdi Kanu if the 100 men that he called out for are doing nothing, like the DOS. The DOS, they are busy working with the politicians. They are busy killing our men on ground. They are busy blackmailing and setting up our men on ground. You hear the story that some of our men, when they catch them, they set them up. When they catch them, they shoot the bullet. The bullet will not go through. They will now tell them to dig a hole and bury them alive. Sacrilege. You shoot a man as a warrior, your bullet cannot go through his body. Then you are telling men on ground, your evil men on ground, your DSS on ground, Ibubeago on ground, you are telling them to dig a hole and throw the man inside, tie his hands and his feet. If the bullet cannot kill him, let the worms of the earth eat him up alive. They bury a man on the ground alive. They bury a man who is not dead. They bury them alive. Because their filthy bullets and their knife cannot cut them. That's how evil the people around Nnamdi Kanu were behaving. Those who were bought by the caliphate. Those who were bought by the Fulani cabal. Those who were being paid in dollars. At this point, I want to say respect to Nelly Ofwegu for walking away. The moment the Fulani stopped paying her that money, she walked away. Respect to her. Because for her, it was strictly business. When the money stopped coming, she walked away. That's somebody with principle. Even though what she was doing was very bad. But the moment Buhari government, they left office and the dollars they were paying her stopped, she walked away. Because she will not work for free to kill her people. She called Biafra Biafra. She tried to raise up her own nation, the Idu nation. But at the end, she had to walk away from all that because Buhari government, they were about to transition out of office. And the dollars, the man bankrolling them had to leave office. So Nelly being a woman with honor, she left because she will not work for free. I'm not saying she's a good woman. All I'm saying is she left that bullshit she was doing, that nonsense she was doing, the moment the bankroll stopped coming. But those in the DOS, they are still hoping that politicians will give them some more money. Those in the DOS, they are still hanging in there, attacking Simon Ekpa with hope that people like Hope Uzodinma will drop some dollars, that people like the governor of Enugu State will drop some dollars. They are hoping. They've not been paid yet. Some of them, the money they paid them has finished. They are waiting for more during this election cycle in Imo State. They are now trying to align themselves. They are positioning themselves. If Simon said there is no election, they are saying IPOB did not say there will be no election. They want to align themselves with the governor of Imo State so that once the dollar is paid in, they will now be attacking Simon Ekpa. But somebody like Nelly, the moment the Buhari government stopped paying her, she walked away. She left everything she was doing about Idu Kingdom. Umuidu ima homo bundi keo. Umuidu hima homo bundi keo. Umuidu hima homo bundi keo. You know, she came with that song. She even dumped her boyfriend, Nsima. Nsima being a wise man, he now know that, oh, Nelly has dumped me. It means he's on his own. It means if he goes to Nigeria, the Fulani will catch him. The DSS will catch him. So now he's trying to redeem his image by supporting Tinubu. Because he was dumped. He was a useful idiot. A UI. Useful idiot. So when Nelly left the movement, Nelly dumped her boyfriend, Nsima. So he's there now. By himself. Nsima don't buy market, my people. Nsima don't buy markets because he attacked Simon Ekpa. So Nelly now took him out of Biafra movement and created Idu. He became the grandson of Idu. In fact, that will be another video. That will be another video. I'll call it Where Are They Now? All the Idu freedom fighters, where are they now? People like Faith Ogala, Hyacinth Idu, Nelly Ofuegu, Nsima. I will take my time and break all of them down. Maybe Prince Nwa David might come out for that one. Maybe Prince Nwa David might come out for that one. Where are they now? I will break it down. I will have fun. Because for me and Nelly, like I told you all, me and Nelly, na special wahala we get. I will leave that for another day. So from me, from here, for now, I'm going to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. I remain Biafra Superstars Media. God bless you.
For the month of November, woto woto to the enemies of Biafra. Woto woto to the enemies of Biafra. When we land on you, we will destroy everything you have except you are genuinely fighting for Biafra. Woto woto to the enemies of Biafra. Woto woto to those who sold Nnamdi Kanu either directly or indirectly. Woto woto to those who have joined their hand after thought to betray Nnamdi Kanu and Biafra. Woto woto to those who have soiled their hands in the blood of innocent Biafrans and innocent ESN commanders. You will never know peace. Woto woto to you who say Biafra will not come. Woto woto to those who say if Biafra, instead of Biafra to come, they will rather die. Woto woto to all of you. The gods of our land have destroyed you. You will never rise again. you will never, ever, ever rise again. You will never rise again. Any native doctor that tries to make you rise, his power and everything he have in this life will be destroyed, completely destroyed.